Myself is Divya Bahal, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. The subject that I would be taking is Mass Transfer Operations 2. This subject is for 6th semester students. So starting over, purification and separation of components is most important step for all chemical processes. We can say that this defines a chemical process. Note here that separation word is used. So how separation applies here? Let's understand with help of some industrial examples. Extraction of perfume from flower. Now this has been practiced since medieval ages. Evaporation of seawater to give salt, distillation of liquor. So see, these processes, these are like extraction, evaporation and distillation are the separation processes which give us our desired product. Okay, from what now? From raw materials. So in yeast we can say that the feed mixture suppose is A plus B as shown in the figure, and suppose I have to separate them using the separation processes. Then the separation process such as distillation, extraction, evaporation and many other come into picture. Moving forward, now the question arises in our mind is, what is mass transfer? See, the technical definition is net movement of mass. Of what mass? From one location. Now this net movement of mass from one location is to be understood. Okay, we got it. But from where? That position can be a phase, stream fraction or a component to another what? Phase, stream fraction or a component via or by virtue of driving force. Driving force is very important here. This will be discussed later on, that how driving force is described. Okay, but then the question important, it is very important that arise in mind, how long this net movement will take place? So the answer is, it will occur till equilibrium is achieved. See, the new word equilibrium is added over here. To study mass transfer operation 2, basics is supposed to be very clear. So your basic involves equilibrium definition. Many people have misconception regarding equilibrium definition. So today, for this introduction chapter of mass transfer operation, we will study in detail, first of all, to clear this, what is equilibrium and driving force. So, driving force exists for a component to move from one place to another. The need of driving force is very essential. And till when this driving force will act, it totally depends on the equilibrium condition. Okay. Now, diving into basics is important here, as I told you, if you have to understand the mass transfer operation. Driving force that exists in single phase can be only concentration difference. But when the talk is about multiple phases, concentration difference is not the only justified driving force. Here a new topic comes in as an introduction, that is chemical potential difference. So we can say that when equilibrium is achieved, then it means that chemical potential of each species, note down, of each species in all phases will be same at given temperature and pressure. Operating conditions has a very important role in mass transfer operation, and that also for equilibrium condition. At that specified set of operating condition, that is temperature and pressure, a equilibrium condition will be there, where chemical potential, note down the word chemical potential, will be same of each species in different phases. Okay. Now, to understand this in detail, let us take an example. Here we have time versus concentration plot of any system. Okay, so we are taking into account 3 readings. So here I have shown that y3 is equal to x3, that is at any time t3 I have got some results, y being the result of a component, any component in gas phase, and x is concentration of that taken component in liquid phase. So at time is equal to T3, I am getting a condition when composition in both gas and liquid phase is same. But it doesn't justify that as the concentration is same, so equilibrium will be there. No, that is wrong. It doesn't give us a justified reason that equilibrium is established, even though the concentration is same. As we studied earlier, when we are talking about multiple phases, the actual definition of chemical equilibrium is that chemical potential of component in gas phase should be equal to chemical potential of that component in liquid phase at specified temperature and pressure condition. So this is the justified definition of chemical equilibrium. Okay. Now moving further, an industrial example. Ammonia, we have heard that absorption of ammonia in water. Okay. Absorption of ammonia takes place in water, but up to a certain extent. Okay. So see, concentration of ammonia gas in gas phase was 0.6 mole per liter, and that in water was 0.2 mole per liter at equilibrium condition. See, equilibrium condition is mentioned. So it means that now no further ammonia transfer can occur, even though the concentration difference is there in gas and liquid phase, but still no more transfer can take place, because that is the condition of concentration of ammonia in equilibrium condition. Now if I have to change that equilibrium condition, then I have to change the operating condition, that is, now I have to introduce a new temperature and pressure. Now the new temperature and pressure will disturb the chemical equilibrium, and so now further transfer of ammonia gas into liquid can take place. See, for study of mass transfer operation, one has to be very thorough with conversions, whether it is unit conversion, because concentration is expressed as mole per liter, then in form of pressure also, in form of mole fraction also. So you must be very thorough with that, how you are going to change the composition of any component in different phases. So that conversion idea must be very clear. As seen earlier, we discussed about certain separation method. So what is actually mass transfer operation? We are dealing with the separation methods. Now separation methods can be divided into two parts: mechanical separation and chemical separation. For mechanical separation, the driving force is mechanical forces. Okay. Certain mechanical forces are shown over here. See, gravitational force, centrifugal force, pressure force, vibrational force. For certain examples are there, like in centrifuge. The driving force is centrifugal force that takes place. In plate and frame filter, see, pressure is there. And other mechanical operation you have studied, that vibrational forces are there in screening. So see, what is that? We are separating one component from mixture. Okay. So there was the introduction of mechanical forces. Similarly, for chemical separation, which we will be covering in mass transfer operation 2. Here, chemical potential difference is the driving force. Now what are the different chemical potentials? First, some of the examples I have given is solubility difference. What is solubility? See, this topic will be covered mostly in distillation. So see, solubility difference here acts as a driving force for separation of different components in different phases. as in distillation we know, we separate a higher boiling or low boiling component from liquid by applying heat. So solubility difference is over there, hence separation occurs. Similarly, volatility difference is also there. So these are the driving forces that takes place in chemical separation. So in subject mass transfer operation, your syllabus comprises of distillation, humidification, adsorption and ion exchange, drying. The major, the driving force in distillation is volatility difference. In humidification, temperature and concentration difference play as driving force. For adsorption and ion exchange, concentration difference acts. And in drying also concentration. So these are the topics that we will cover in mass transfer operation. Now, as per the syllabus, distillation is the lengthiest chapter to cover and is the most important, because in most of the chemical processes, distillation is the prime separation method to concentrate any given, or to not concentrate but to separate one component from another components. So this was the introduction of your subject. Thank you.